Hey there. Good morning. I'm John. Today is Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. Welcome to my daily vlog, my regular morning stand-up, where each morning I start the day talking to you about what I've been doing next, and how those things are going as I work to try to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. And welcome back. I've missed you. So this is my first day back from the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, PRGE, in Portland, Oregon. We last spoke here on this vlog back on Wednesday. I flew out last Thursday. The show was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then came back on yesterday, Monday. George came back. He was back by early afternoon, and I flew a little later, and then a little delay at the end, so I didn't get back home. This morning about 1:45, and probably didn't get to bed till about 2:30 this morning. So I made the, in my mind, I'm like, how am I ever going to make the live edit in the morning and the vlog? And I just, you know what? I'm just going to see when I wake up. I'll get back to it. I was good and tired, and it's all travel day, which you know how that is. But we're back. We're here. It's too much to cover, even in one vlog. So I'm gonna hit the high spots, talk about what's going on, get through the stuff, talk about today, and get back on track. So it's a bit of a short week. We'll take, of course, we're out Monday, and so here we go. So let's rewind then to what we would have talked about on Thursday if we'd spoken, and that's what happened on Wednesday. So let's see. On Wednesday, I was working to get the Friday plays completed and get packed and ready out to go, which I did. While I was working on that, George's bit by bit news item dropped. That did great. What did it do? 4,600 views since, I don't know what it did overnight, but that's all I can tell you is what it did now almost a week ago, right? So it did really, really well, 4,600 views. Interestingly, look, that's now like a standard. It used to be 4,600 views was way off the chart for us. That's like standard of the chart now. So while I was on the road, then the Friday plays, of course, came out. I released it to members on Thursday and everyone else on Friday as is standard. It's okay. It's an all right 2,700 views. I did Dracula the Undead for the links. A bit of an interestingly odd game, especially on the links. Cool though. It's like a point and click adventure. I want to do a few kind of something creepy for the Halloween time of the year here in October, so I chose Dracula, and I have two more lined up. I hope to. Well, at least one more lined up for the rest of October. And then in the evening on Wednesday, we did 1980 plays. I can't talk 1980s now. See, it's really I'm tired. 1980s now with Cat and Will got recorded on Wednesday, and I guess that episode is out today. It's Tuesday already, so. Let's talk about PRGE. Again, too much to talk about in totality. I found so now that I've been to a few of these shows, a couple of them, for Alan one, it's really turned into I have a kind of a pattern, and yeah, it went really, really well. I mean, so not only were we at a show, which was one of the biggest shows in North America for retro gaming, but we were there on the day that the Intellivision Sprint was announced publicly. We knew that was coming. I've been talking with folks in the back end, but I keep my mouth shut. I didn't know when it was going to be released or announced. But when they started announcing something was coming Friday, I'm like, oh, and here we go. Now we know. So great to see that Atari is doing something with the Intellivision license, and now we can see probably why they didn't put anything on the Go. They were holding it back for that. Yeah. So lots of coverage for Intellivision Sprint. I did a lot of coverage for Alan One, who brought us to the dance. Got to meet other partners like people we've talked about recently. Were all there in the flesh, right? We saw the folks from Game. They're doing that cool light gun, the Vectrex Mini people, and got to meet a lot of people at Intellivision Revolution. And oh man, I got to meet other creators. I got to meet Jason, Metal Jesus Rocks. John Hancock was there. I got to meet some just folks that I've talked to on the side and done light interactions with, but now I got to meet them in the flesh, which is really cool. Other people, so many viewers who popped up would stop me in the hall. Aren't you? Hey, I watch you all. Hey, I love your stuff, kind of thing. That's always gratifying and cool. I even met a Pleep. Digit88 was there. He came and found me at the Atari booth and it came to our panel. You know, George and I held a panel on Sunday afternoon, just talking about GenXGrownUp and our little journey and the process of what we've been doing. Over the course of the show, I published 12 pieces of content, including George even did a bit by bit from the show. So I did 11 and George did a whole bit by bit. I'm not going to run through all those individually, but I did a quick thumbnail, and as of right now, those 12 videos constitute about 75,000 views just since Friday. So Friday, just 3.5 days, 4 days, 75,000 views on those. So a good investment of time, good creation of content, good engagement there. Got us inside track on a lot of stuff, information. I picked up the latest Poseidon's Gate game from Audacity that David Crane wrote. I got so much stuff now. It's backlogged and stacked, and I love going to these shows. I like meeting people. I like getting hands-on with stuff, and I like sharing it on the channel, which is like it's the best of 3 or 4 worlds all at the same time. So it's exhausting. So of course I didn't get like a weekend per se and right back to the grind, but I'm ready for this weekend for sure. But you know, oh woe was me. I had to go to a nerd game show and didn't get a lot of rest. Yeah, well, that's okay, John. We'll talk about more of PRGE. That'll trickle through the next, you know, it's going to stay on the stats for the next month, you know, and it's going to stay on the on our minds for the next months, I'm sure. But speaking of stats, you'll see when I bring up the chart here that PRGE is a huge bump. You'll see that happens, and it spiked our stats. Of course it will. Of course it will. We know that it will. We hope that it will. So let's bring up the chart. You know, I'd like to be at or above this midpoint, which represents 13,000 views and 150 subscribers average over the last 7 days. And we're up, as you might expect. So look at the chart in the upper left. You can see that hump generated by PRGE. Views off the chart, 22.5 thousand views. Subscribers, looking up, 194 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Oh, and I forgot to get the total. Oh no, but I'm just gonna remember from memory. I know that when we talked, when was it? Wednesday when we talked, we were 126,005.5, roughly. And it's been a little less than a week. But we're now not, we more than 1,000, like 1,200 since we talked, 127,770. I think I didn't write it down, but I was looking at it. I think that's what it is. So, yeah, not only are we the next 1,000, we're almost to the next 1,000. So we can see, I think we'll see 128 before the end of the month, the end of the week. Yeah, wow, 128. See, that's that number. Like, you know, 5 is the middle. 6 and 7 just feel like the middle. When you get to 8, it feels like you're almost there. We talked about that back when we were at 80,000 versus 70. So anyway, so let's talk about today. I've got to get back in the groove, but I have a finite time, fixed things I need to do. I've started today about an hour and a half later than I normally would. So first is the edit on Twitch. It's not going to start at 10 a.m. It's after 10 a.m. now as I record this. I'll start when I can. I'm going to shoot for maybe by 11:30. I'll get that going. And I'll just do when maybe different people will join us. Maybe nobody will be there. I still have to do the edit. So it'll be over on Twitch. I'll do the podcast edit. It's a musical one, by the way. And if you'd like to join, it'll be at twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp. And while you're there, I'll remind you, in case you can meet me at this odd time, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you know that you have a free a Twitch subscription token you can give to anyone if you'd like to give it to GenXGrownUp. It's basically a free, you don't pay for it, $5 donation, I think, roughly is what it is. Just head over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp and I'm trying to muscle through. I was just tired. Click that little subscribe button. It might say resubscribe for you. And look for a little tick box that says use my Prime sub. And it'll be free checkout. If you're there in live, I'll thank you right away. And in case you do it and I'm not there, I'll thank you in advance. So I appreciate everybody that does that. At some point today, I need to cut the next episode of Celebrating Yesteryear for Retro Days. I would normally do that on Monday morning, but it's Tuesday morning, and of course I was out, so I'll get that done for them. Before, as I'm prepping this for the live stream tonight on YouTube at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll get kind of this short week stacked and figure out what am I going to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because Tuesday's burnt. Get as much ready as I can. I'm going to finalize the Friday plays. I have several videos to do. So I need to get at least 2 of them done in this remaining week. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself to get 3 over the next 3 days because so much is already out, but I need to get 3 done really to catch up, so we'll see. And I'll get ready for the one I know I need to do first on Wednesday and kind of get that stacked up as best I can. And then tonight we'll do the live stream. I'm not sure what it is yet. I haven't caught up with that yet. At least something. We'll get together 5:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, and we'll play something, and we'll talk, and we'll try to have a nice time, and it's become kind of a nice tradition, so I'll see you then for that. I think there's so much more, but I mean, we've already gone over 10 minutes. I'm just looking up at the timer, and I've got to get to this, to get the rest of this day. It's cool. To have the opportunity to go and do that was, it's yet another. Just sign of reaping the rewards of the hard work and the grind we've been putting in allowed us to go to PRGE at all, and it's cool. Little things are popping, little things are happening, and it's really neat. So I don't know how to end this, so I'm just going to end it. I'm going to thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog, this late vlog, if that's what you did. If you're here every day, all the time, regularly, like Digit88, who I got to meet, shake his hand, give him a hug. I love you all for being here. Thank you so much. Glad we're back on the regular routine. I miss you. I hope you have a great Tuesday. Do not forget to do something good for yourself. That's important. I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.